This is a story about three friends and their big journey to catch a lot of Pokemons. The friends were living all in different places. One in Paldean, one in Kitakami, and one in Blueberry. But they all had one goal in mind. Catch Paldean starters in every possible Pokeball. And for that, they needed help. Help from 3 families to be exact. They found their helpers, and they all happened to be looking like the starters, as close as one could get. It could sound weird how all the sisters' names are the same as the Pokeball that they were holding, but fear not, there is good explanation. They all got hit by the same Pokeball when they were little and got their names from that. But let's start the story where it all began with Poké of them all. Poké's journey started as all of them do by sitting in a chair looking at some Pokemon battles. Then it was time to start their journey. They didn't talk to Skyward here and got spooked so much that they could only be running from now on. Poké ran outside after getting the bag and the hat, but as soon as they were outside, some wardrobe changes were in time. One couldn't stand her beautiful hair be ruined by such hat. One burned it with the fiery hair. And the last one loved it so much. Such fashion. All of them did trusted choosing their starters. And no one could be believing that the hair color was deciding what starter to be picking. They all needed to be battling this champion level trainer too, who decided to be friendly and pick the wrong option every single time. Off they did go to catch up with their mom to be getting the sandwich to be eating later. Now, most of them did catch the first pick that they saw, Lechonk if I recall. Up to the lighthouse the journey goes next, or so we thought. They all saw something at the beach below and did fall. They found this dinosaur. I thought they were gone, but the sandwich was the call. The dinosaur walked for a little then bursts into flames. Now we have to follow the dinosaur to the cave, but where will it be gone? Now we see a friendly face again and start climbing up or so. Hey, there are some fire dogs now, and they are not going to the ground at all. We reached our friend with no issues to be seen. Well, I suppose we did see you earlier. Time to fight with our partner Pokemon then. Thankfully only one friend is in trouble. Oh, never mind, this one has hacks. Thankfully, we escaped with no harm done. And oh, there is the lighthouse. Lighthouse happened to be a popular spot, and there is a new rival to be seen. We fought and we won. He let us be keeping the dinosaur as well. We walked up to the big city's gate, where our friend wanted to fight again. And not to be too mean, we let her win this time to save time. Time to head to the school next. What is this? Bullying? Not on my watch. We showed the first one who is the boss with no issues at all. For the second one we got an orb to be using. We knocked it out of the park with this one. We arrived at the school and learned that no battling is allowed. One can but question the battlefield at the top. Once we have been introduced, it's time to head out. Fine, let's do some story stuff. At the cafeteria, we met the person from the lighthouse, Arven, I recall. He asked me to help with some stuff, but we don't know what it was, but said yes anyways. What is this, a phone call? Sure, I accept the terms of service. She was obsessed with this other champion level trainer. Who? What? Did we get caught about the battles? We went and spoke to the principal and found out that our help was wanted with this dinosaur. I already accepted the terms of service. Oh, hi, Nemona. Sure, we can be going to my dorm room. Not odd at all. Quite a nice looking place, not gonna lie. But now it's time to be heading outside. Why do I need to sleep? You don't know how to be Nookie, you just rush into everyone's rooms to wake them up? Well, time in school is done now, and nothing was learned. Time to head outside. After a few more chats, we are free to choose whatever we want to. So we choose to call our friend. She lent us some Pokemons, and we rushed, and we crushed this cat, crocodile, duck. Great took a look at herself because she was the greatest of them all. Great made the greatest of choice of her life and fought the greatest of battles. Well, the greatest of falls fought another greatest of battles and traveled the greatest of ways. Gratefully, she lost one battle. After that, she gratefully ascended the great stairs. Only took a break for a few more great battles. Great got to the school and was gratefully yelled at. With one grateful nap, school was over, and Great was off to an epic Great final battle. Ultra Bright is up next. Talking to the Skyward, getting backpack and choosing the starter. Ultra didn't feel like wasting any time at all. Straight to wherever she needed to be going. She was not happy that she also needed to be going to the lighthouse to just waste time. She wanted to be getting to the school. Was it so much to be asking for? Finally, she was at the school steps, ready to learn a lot since she was the brightest of sisters of them all. Ultra graduated with the highest of honors and was not happy to be going to a silly treasure hunt. But then, she thought maybe there is something to be learning after all. Time for the youngest sister, Premi, to be appearing. She was watching some old cartoons of sorts. She's just into the old stuff, just not wanting to be like her sisters after all. Premi followed the same way as her sisters before. Got the head, spoke to people, selected a friend, battled with the champion level trainer, and caught the first pig inside. Climbed to the top of the lighthouse with no falling this time. Premi was very curious about school, even though it was a little too much for her. She did get very excited to learn about the treasure hunt, and was running off to see what it was offering to her. The sweetest sister is here. Hila was watching Blissey's dancing before saying hello to her mother. She was excited to see the pretty Pokemon she had a chance to catch. She chose the sweetest starter Pokemon that one could see. She was not really a fighter, but couldn't really say no either to battles when kindly asked. He was heading towards the lighthouse, but couldn't but hear some help-needing cries. She was taught to help those in need, so she gave up her sandwich, and the kind dinosaur helped her back up. At the lighthouse, she fought a new rival, and she wished she could help. She did see his troubles through his eyes. She helped around the school a little while she was studying Blissey's. Up next is Catch. As her name says, she likes to catch everything but Pokemon. She tried to catch the laptop and the door even. She even tried to catch the Pokéball that the Pokemon was in. But one thing that she really did catch was the rival battles. They went smooth as butter. Tried to be catching a dinosaur. She tried to catch the port of the city and lost her Pokéball rights. Sad she was. She did go to the school to be learning and only to be catching Pokemons. Once she has gotten passing grade, she was free to leave and finally caught a Pokemon. Where did all of these birds come from? Oh, it's a Nest. Nest really likes birds and plans to become the best bird watcher one day. She rolled into a best bird watcher academy one could only dream of. So she started her journey to become the best bird watcher in the world. She needed Pokemon eyes to see even more birds from afar. She thought the lighthouse would be a good place of operations for future bird watchings. Up there, she saw at the academy she has gotten into and ran there. A few years went by, and she has now become the bird watcher. So, logically, she caught a non-bird? Or did she? Dive is up next, but she's hardly ever seen. She likes to dive anywhere and everywhere. Dive was interested at the beach, but responsibilities called her back on track to the school. After that, she was promised a fun day at the beach. She rushed to the school, but still made a quick stop by the lighthouse. And she liked the smell of the sea from there, and there were a few winkles there too. When she got to the school, she dived into the books, learning quickly too, with that one goal in mind. Who turned the lights off? Dusk, is that you? Dusk waited until the dusk to be getting going on with the Pokemon journey. This was a special request since she's allergic to sunlight. She stayed on her way to the school in the shadows as much as possible and even wore sunscreen in the depths of the night. I think she did battle few people, but was it fair? There was almost no light at all. She did get a passing grade from school, but now is professional badge? Dusk was summoned into a crystal cave that she didn't mind at all. Oh shoot, we gotta move fast. It's timer, and she's on a timer. Yes, starter. No, dinosaur. Now we light a house. No, that's the stairs to school. School is over. Okay, catch Pokemon. Thankfully there isn't someone even faster. Another quick one? Well, her name is Quick. Quick runs down the stairs to speed through the dialogue to choose the starters. Quickly through this cave. No, it's not a detour at all. Perfectly normal path to the school. Quick is a very quick learner, so the school did take only one night to complete. Quickly catch that Pokemon! Does anyone feel deja vu? Again? Time to get up, chalk to the school, choose starter, battle with Nimona, get sandwich, catch Lechonk, drop down to the beach, get back up, battle Arven, go on top of the lighthouse, battle Nimona again, get up the stairs, battle Team Star, twice, star, twice, go to the school, learn different story paths, get out of the school, battle powerful Pokemon, and catch it. Do you fancy this one? Fancy was looking at some luxury brand bags. 100k in this economy? Fancy didn't really fancy going to school, but she would get good graduation money after. So she tolerated the situation and got going. She didn't fancy at all the crash she needed to touch. Ugh. She hated to be getting mud on her fancy clothes from all the battles. Finally, she arrived for her taste a decent city. Still no fancy stores inside, they're all over the region. She barely passed the school, but enough to be getting her a lot of money for some bags. Have you seen Fast? She is pretty fast. Fast likes to go fast. Faster than Quick even. Sometimes people question why there is even a fast ball when we have quick balls, but yet they fail to be understanding that quick balls only get one chance to be having a good catch rate in the beginning of the battle, but fast balls have a higher catch rate on fast Pokemon, and that is a completely reasonable reason to be having them. Ha! Oh, you already caught the Pokemon? There isn't friendlier phrase than friend. Friend is nice and round even. One could say friend-shaped. Friend wanted to be making a lot of friends and didn't like anyone to be called her rival. She really wanted to be catching every Pokemon to be her friend, but they haven't invented infinite Pokemon storage. Friend made friends with the dinosaur too. Friend did have one thing that she could not stand. That poisonous creature. It was too rude even for her standards. She could not forget. Friend made a lot of friends in school, and all the group project went very well. She was sad that she needed to separate for her friends to go into the treasure hunt, because for her the treasures were the friends you made along the way. There is fissure in her heart, but her heart is broken, since her fishing rods were stolen when she entered Paldean. Who could do such a thing? No fishing? What is this? Seeing Pokemons underwater? Even with her broken heart, she would be attending school for fishers, so she could one day leave this cruel place and be able to be the best fisher in some other region. Oh yeah, she also found this Pokemon. People say that level grew too fast, and I agree. She was doing the first battle and felt like another year went by quickly. Every step she took to the lighthouse felt like months went by. Another battle, and you could see her aging very fast. Does she even get to school in time? Oh yeah, this region doesn't care about elderly people. They can be attending the school too. She graduated the school in quick 20 years. And now it's time to explore. I felt that Hefty. Hefty is not the lightest person because she likes to work out by having rocks in her shoes. Don't question, makes perfect sense. She likes to also sometimes be carrying wood like timber. Maybe she's secretly from Unova. She did pick the strongest of starters, train it to currently. Not only strong trainer, but strong Pokemon too. Nothing could be standing in her way. Apart from school, she didn't enjoy learning at all. After failing everything else but B, she got the pass to go to the treasure hunt and chose to battle the strongest Pokemon she could. There is love in the air. Oh no, get down! She lovingly accepted to go to the school and pick up a starter Pokemon. Just like Heal, Love doesn't like to fight and was absolutely terrified of that poisonous Pokemon. Thankfully, after that battle, she did get in the lovely mission to be helping with the dinosaur. She did do one last battle that she did not enjoy, but after that, she went to be having picnics all over the region. What was that, Moon? Never seen that before. Moon wasn't like Dusk, interestingly enough. She enjoyed being outside in the sun, because that reminded her about the importance of the moon. Moon got her starter Pokemon and wanted to take a nap. She was a sleepwalker and woke up next to a dinosaur. Moon really enjoyed the cave, because that reminded her of stars with those pretty sparkles. Moon really wanted to be changing the lighthouse into an observatory, and went to school to be getting a license, and other studies to be getting permission to do that. One day, she wandered into a very beautiful, glowing cave. Sport is super friend if you need one. Sport went and listened to the principals wanting a new student to be helping with other regions. She happily accepted that, but before she could do that, she would need to be passing the school here. She did learn how the battles worked, how to catch Pokemons, how to use odd orbs that give Pokemon crowns. Once she had learned all she could about Paldean, she continued her journey to other regions. Are you looking at mustaches? I don't get it, but sure, each to their own. She wandered off to the great journey of finding the best mustache. She was also very interested to be going to Hoenn, the Safari Zone, for an Odyssey here. But you could also find one of those in Blueberry. And she rambled about Odyssey and Blueberry not being the correct scent. Hey, where did you get that mustache? Why am I in Kitakami? I just finished the school in Paldean. I better go on top of this region. I'm not getting any service here. Oh, there's a pretty pool. It's very calming. Huh? How did I end up here? I had a weird dream about battling a huge cat. Those don't exist. Wait, what is that in the water? better sleeping bag. This time was battling a huge fire monster. What are these streams? Hopefully my next stream isn't about a huge duck. I'm the huge beast. And I will catch all the huge cats, crocodiles and ducks I can. And I shall use the best Pokéball of them all. The Beast Ball. I shall go and catch every Pokemon in the Beast Ball. So, here we are. You have got it into the end. You might be wondering, who am I? I am the mastermind behind this all. I hypnotized one of my friends to fall asleep and found easy targets to do the rest of my work. Now I have all the Paldean starters in every ball. I don't have any memory how I did get this Beast Ball once. Wait, something is missing. Oh yeah, Master Ball itself. Fitting that I would be the one to be catching them in that. Let me quickly get the catch. Easy enough. Battles before this were a lot harder. Now moving to the crocodile. That could have been annoying if I didn't plan ahead. Last I took my starter choice. Easy peasy. You might be wondering why I did all this. Easy answer is that I wanted to. No, I'm not doing crazy collection of every starter Pokemon in Pokeballs but shiny. I could never. No, I literally can't in Paldea and Blueberry because it is impossible to be getting the Paldea starters in Master Balls and shinies since that doesn't breed. But I do wonder, where did those families disappear? Have you heard of them?